Good morning, Crosspoint. In the wake of the tragic killings in the Atlanta area earlier this week, I want to start today by just giving us some space to practice a tradition that goes all the way back to the New Testament church, and that is to mourn with those who mourn. 8 beautiful humans lost their lives to gun violence this week, and one is still fighting for his life. 6 of those killed were of Asian descent, and 7 of them were women. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about the killer or his motives, but it is a patchwork quilt of just about all of the major sicknesses that our society suffers from, including racism, misogyny that's fueled by shame-based religious teaching around sexuality, and the fetishization and objectification of Asian women in particular. And the Asian American and Pacific Islander community, understandably right now, is angry and scared. And because this tragedy comes in the context of a well-documented uptick in hate crimes and discrimination against Asian Americans over the last year during this pandemic. And so this morning as Crosspoint, I want us to show up for our Asian American brothers and sisters, both within our church community and in the surrounding community and in our country. So I'm going to read the names of those who lost their lives. So many times when there's a tragedy like this, the conversation quickly veers off into issues and the humanity is lost. So I want to read these names. These are our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, our brothers, and our sons and fathers. I want to read their names, and I want to ask you to give a moment of silence for each. And maybe you want to repeat the names into your mind, or maybe even out loud. Maybe you want to say a prayer for their loved ones who are devastated right now by their loss. Soon Chung Park. Hyun Jung Grant. Soon Cha Kim. Yong A. Yu. Xiao Jie Tan. Dao Yo Feng. Delana Ashley Yan. Paul Andre Michaels. God, we're humbled by our vulnerability in this world. We're mindful of both the gift of life and its fragility, and how this life can be snuffed out if we don't care for one another. So God, I pray that in this hour, with every word, every song, every prayer, that you would bind us together in our humanity. Each and every one of us beautifully and wonderfully made in your image. Amen.